Hey, Bucks at Paint! Aw, congratulations on 17 years, wow! I hope you're having a lot of fun. Otto! Hello! Hey! Did you go through all of Good Omens? All of Good Omens. Oops. Oh, you skipped some. Huh. Yeah, it's a really different pace than the first season. Because, like, I feel like the scope of what happens is much smaller. Whereas in the first season, there's a whole lot more going on at the same time. Yeah, it's just one plotline, exactly. I hope I'm not gonna give you PTSD by using seed beads with sequins. I'm trying to see if I like how it looks with the fancier seed beads. Just for other people. No, I meant especially with the seed beads, since you've been like you've sewn a lot lately. Well, just fancier because the I don't know if you'd call them seed beads really, but the beads that come with the set are these tiny transparent plastic beads, and they're kind of just a tiny bit opaque. Like, they're not perfectly transparent, and I'm trying to figure out which look I prefer. Can't see what I'm doing. Ow. I poked my finger. Of course I did. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this is the smaller like beads, and this is the bead. I might just use the bead that come with the set. I think the proportions are a bit better. My fancier seed beads are just a bit too small. Oh yeah, you prefer the fancier one. I bought a tea advent calendar from Fortnum and Mason. Ooh. Yes, I have started opening it already because I have zero patience. Yeah, unfortunately the beads with the set, yeah, they do look better. I'm not gonna go back and change it for this one bead. Like, I don't think it matters, but it kills me to admit it. Oh. I mean, it's gonna be a good use of the beads that came with the set. Like, otherwise I'd be stuck with these beads and not know what to do with them. But fancy. I think I would have needed like you're familiar with seed beads, so I feel like let's say the cheap beads that came with the set are 11-0 size, and the fancier are 15-0. And if I had found like fancier beads that were the same size, it would have looked good, but since they're just a little bit smaller, it doesn't look quite right. I'm not saying that the set beads look amazing. I don't think they do, but it works. Hold on. Ow! Oh, I rolled on my big toe. Do you guys use Spotify? Yeah, it's okay. Like, it's unpleasant, but it's gonna be fine. I don't know if that registered. It's fine, a bit unpleasant, but it's gonna be okay. Okay, so you use Spotify all the time, right? Why the bloody F does it keep on playing songs that are not in your playlists? Like, I have a set playlist. There's like 40 songs in it, and it's on shuffle, so it shuffles. And then there's a song that starts, and I'm like, I've never heard that before. And I go check, and it's some random shit that Spotify added on my list. I'm like, if I want to listen to random music I've never heard before, I'm gonna, try a radio of some kind. But for now, I would very much prefer if you could play my freaking playlist. I don't know, maybe it's on shuffle. Oh, I should hit the repeat all. That would take care of the issue, wouldn't it? But yeah, I don't know who told them that it was a great idea to just start playing random songs after. You could just end my playlist and be like, oh, your playlist has ended. You've reached the end. Right. I've enabled repeat. You're making the assumption that the company's there. Yeah, I know. They're there to boost the number of songs you listen to however they can to make that. Yeah. Thankfully, though, if you're using like a computer browser, I know that on Chrome, if I have a ad block, it efficiently blocks off the ads from Spotify. There are spots for sequins under the leaves. Do you think I should sew them on anyway? Or I should just not have any behind the leaves? It's gonna be sewn together, the two halves, so... I think I asked you this before, but are you planning to make... Yeah, I'm planning to make all the 6 penguins. But in sets of 2, because they seem to have been designed in pairs. What I mean, if you look at this felt for the hat, it has little dots. I don't know, perhaps it's not gonna show, but it has little dots like you have here on the white, but here on the red for where to put the sequins. And the dots go behind the felt pieces of the holly leaves. Oh, you mean spaces for the sequins for the hat, the red one? Yeah. So I don't know if I should, I don't think I should put the ones that are like where we can't see the dots, right? Like we can see the dots in between the two here, so I might put one there, but also I don't know how it's gonna look when they're the two halves are sewn together and there's a bit of stuffing in between. Like this is gonna be sewn together and it's gonna be a bit like this. So are you going to be inspecting? Probably not. I won't look close if you don't. It's really hard to see what they did on the images because I don't feel like their product images are all that reliable. Let's try it and I'll see how bad it looks. I won't tell the others when they arrive later. How's the weather in Edinburgh? Over here it's finally like super nice, around 20 degrees. But like as soon as it dipped like close to 20 degrees, I've started seeing people wearing like puff jackets and coats that have like fake fur trims and all that, and I'm like, bro, it's 20 degrees, like it's not cold. Although I don't know about the third person because we don't know who they are. Well, one of them might be me since I have the stream open to check the chat. Very autumnal, all the leaves are turning. Oh, that sounds lovely. Yeah, at 20 Celsius. And like when we go the other way, like when we go from winter to spring and we finally hit like 20 Celsius, everybody's in shorts and sandals. But since we're going from like a bajillion degrees to 20, like people go insane. You don't have to go to the coat right away. You can wear pants and like sweaters first. And then as it progressively gets cooler, you know, I don't get it. Or perhaps they're sweating their asses off too. Oh, to not have menopause and be able to wear puffer jackets. Dude, even without menopause, like, I'm never gonna be able to wear a puffer jacket at 20 Celsius. (20 Celsius) is still shorts and t-shirts territory. Like 100%. It makes me so irrationally angry. I don't know why. Makes no sense, but I get so annoyed. Or you can try spending £160 for a jacket only for your boyfriend to shout, "You can buy yet another jacket in the middle of the high street." Oh my god, I was so embarrassed for that girl. They need to split. Seriously. Also, well, I don't feel like £160 for a jacket is such a unreasonable jacket price. Because as far as jackets go, they're not the cheapest. Like, unless you get a really like cheaply made jacket, but and like the part about complaining about the jacket, I'm like, okay, I don't know the circumstances, but fine. But to follow that up by, "You don't get a jacket, but I'm gonna buy myself something," that's like kicking the ass territory. It's like me, a stranger, is going to get close to you and smack you behind the head and say something like, "Don't be a brat." Because I mean, come on. Oh shit! I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Alright. For a coat around the area they were in, that was good price. And you should never say, "But you already have a XYZ." That is never going to work on a girl. That's also a very fair point. Oh, sorry, gross. Alright, now it's time for the white sequins. I still need one red, but then I have to try to put all of these back in the Ziploc bag. Yay! Also, how are you so controlling about what each other spend, yet don't have a system between you two on what you can and can't spend? What kind of system, anyway, or lack of system, makes it so that you end up yelling about it in the street, too? What do you think that guy went out to buy for himself? Oh my god, I don't know, but probably something she really hates. So, okay, what could it be? It could be a video game. What really obnoxious thing could it be? I mean, I say a video game, but I don't mind. Like, it's not the kind of purchase that bothers me. I'm trying to think what it could be. Like, what kind of guy who complains about a girlfriend buying something for herself turns around to go buy for himself? Like, what? Doesn't seem like the video game kind of guy. Because if he's toxic about that, he's going to buy something to spite her. He's toxic enough to go for the thing she hates the most. He was clearly private school educated, tall and handsome. Ugh. Like he went to Eton. Sorry. Ah. And this poor woman just wanted a coat. And not even an expensive coat. Holy moly, like, have you seen the price of winter coats around here? Like, the fancy Canada Goose down coats are like $1,000 easily, unless you get the really cropped ones that are relatively useless. Oh, I'm so glad I have these sequins. These look so much better than the silver ones they gave with the kit. Like, I've seen so few dudes buy things for themselves. I'm really struggling to think of what the dude could have bought. Like, all the guys I know, they have like clear hobbies that are fun and interesting. like what's a private school brat? And he was saying something about how he's going to buy what he wants with his first paycheck, but it didn't look like a new graduate. So I am throwing a guess that she's supporting him through whatever until he managed to get his first paycheck. He should be buying her a thank you gift. Also, like, okay, I don't know what paychecks are like, but I feel like you can kind of get both a coat and something for yourself. I don't know, it's just weird. The vibes are definitely not there. Bark, 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 bark. I hope she kicked his ass and bought herself that coat. She deserves the coat for having to put up with him. Ugh. I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing over picturing the scene in my head. Before that, we were sat in a park eating out breakfast roll. What's a breakfast roll? Sounds delicious, but terrible for your health. General health, I mean, not you specifically. I saw this girl, I think American, was on the phone. Oh, okay, that's at the park. Ah. A roll with your choice of filling, like bacon, eggs. I had black pudding and hash brown. Ooh. No! I'm making a mess. Bees everywhere. They went bouncing. And she was telling her mom about what she has been up to. I think she's either here as an overseas student or she's traveling. I'm gonna guess the former, though. Anyway, she was saying she visited a home of a friend, and she was so surprised that all the homes looked exactly the same. I'm sorry, what? And she said, oh, Mom, she would be so shocked if she saw our neighborhood with all the houses all different. That's so weird. Also, this person definitely doesn't live in suburbia. As if we can't comprehend that some streets have different homes. Yeah, like, wouldn't you be so shocked to visit somewhere where not all the houses are the same within the street? Like, what? Such a weird concept, no. Oh dear. I was like, oh, you went to an average street for the first time in your life. It's just the way, like, housing developments work, for the most part. Like, suburbia takes it to the extreme, but like, usually when they develop an area, a lot of the houses are going to end up looking similar. Because often the plots are divided, like, the same size. So, anyway, stupid. How sheltered is your life that you have never seen a street with same looking houses? A very good question, to be honest, because I feel like even if I like the my parents' place, the houses were all relatively different in the area, but we would go out with the car sometimes and see places where all the houses are similar. And there were some areas like that in our neighborhood where they developed a bunch of houses all at the same time and they all look the same. And yeah, sure, it might feel weird a bit because, like, wow, you better not be too confused when you go home at night or you're gonna end up in the wrong house. But like it's not that, it's not any deal. It's not even a deal. I'm so happy with these sequins. They look so much better than the silver ones, in my opinion anyway. I'm much happier with the result. I think for the coming pairs of penguins, I might go a bit more wild with the sequin colors for the other penguins. Not on these because I've already started with the blue, but there's quite a few blues in this. Like, I feel like this teal blue would look really good and would probably match better the color of the felt, while these sequins are a bit more like warmer blue. I always have to pause and think about it. I don't know about you though, but whenever I'm trying to think if a blue is warm or cool, I have to pause and like repeat the rule in my head, like figure it out first, and then I'm like, okay, it's that one. It's so confusing, I feel like. Because, you know, when you think of yellowish, well, greenish blues, like that teal color, it's often associated with vacation destinations, like holidays and whatnot, and places where the weather is warm. So when I see a beautiful, like, teal sea, I don't think that it's a cool color. I think it's a warm color. You have to think about it twice at least. Hey, Lana! Hello! How are you doing? How are things? Any development on the apartment hunt? Ah. Oh, a bead. I sent beads flying everywhere earlier. So if you hear me go, oh, a bead, that's me finding a stray plastic bead that flew off. I'm good. We've calmed down after the chaos and now are looking for a new place. We will go to view one soon again. Oh, I hope it's a good one. Fingers crossed. I still can't believe the previous place. Like, you would think that in the whole of the switching of ownership, in a way, like, they would tell you about the issue first and also then schedule some sort of solution to it and then see if you're still interested in the place after, I don't know, fumigating it or something. It's just so weird. As if they were hoping you wouldn't notice. Like, yeah, the penguins are starting to look pretty neat. I think having all those shiny sequins on them really helped. I know they make me happy, the sequins. I don't know why. It just... Sparkly! Hey, welcome back! I never ever would have expected it. Yeah, well, I was just talking about like the odd situation Lana found us. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh yeah, I told you, you don't check the Discord all that much, so you missed all the development. That's such an adult kind of reward, Lena. So now we're back to the old place. Oh, which is all packed up. That's definitely not the case here, let me tell you. Or if it is, it's a law that's like ignored a lot. landlords have to make sure the place they rent out is inhabitable, so it's why we were able to get out of the contract quickly. The old place was prolonged, no problem there. They didn't have follow-ups yet. Oh yeah, you were kind of lucky in your misfortune, really. Oh man, I took out just enough blue sequins for the whole thing. Oh my god, doesn't it feel amazing when you take out the exact number of the thing? Yes! Feels magical. I don't think there were many bushes. Yeah, that was a bit surprising, to be honest. Hey, Yuri, hi. Hey, Paulo, hi everyone. I mean, if they had pets and they left pet food, that's also a bit of an issue. It had no pets and actually very little in its place. We saw it when we viewed the first time and we didn't see any. Yeah, they prefer to come out at night. And since, like, they must have been hungry. But, blech, nasty. Maybe the whole building is infested too. Oh, you know there are. They definitely are. If they're found in one place, you know they're everywhere. That's the thing with roaches. You know, there's a saying that says that if you see one, like somewhere in the open, there's like 100 of them behind the walls. So yeah, it's not that easy. They don't stay within one apartment. If they're somewhere, they're everywhere. Ugh. I hate that kind of thing because I always feel like I'm jinxing myself. Might have even started in another apartment. Yep, entirely plausible. They can be in the ceiling floor. Oh, they're everywhere. Absolutely. Like, it's not even a question, it's a fact. If you see them and it's too late, they're already everywhere. A friend of mine at university had to move out of his student apartment because the ceiling collapsed and... bleh. Okay, gross. That's nightmarish. Oh my god, can you imagine? Dude. I don't think the landlord wanted to let other renters know or treat... Yeah, well, I mean, you're gonna have to anyway. Unless you don't want to rent the building anymore. And you want to let it, like, fall into disrepair. That's part of the job. You have to take care of the building. Ow. They never saw... Oh, that's why I was telling you, like, if you see one in the open, it's too late. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Anyone using the YouTube app, the font of the chat just changed. I mean, it is tiny on browser as well. Alright, now I get to have a bit of fun. If I can put this here. Alright, so I have the buttons on the belly and the sequins on the feet to do. This is the yellow sequins that came with the set, but I want to see if I have some perhaps better yellows in there. Since I have a big box of sequins anyway. I'm thinking that these would be prettier. What do you guys think? Is it any... Wait, Calvaire. There you go. I don't know if it's visible, but the ones in the box are just a bit warmer. Ev, will you be doing a king pesto? Oh, That would be funny, wouldn't it? A big ball of fuzz that's larger than the penguin. There's also these. Nah. Alright, so the warmer ones, that's the winner. And now for the buttons. I have 2 buttons on this one. 4 yellow sequins. On the kit they put the gold for the buttons. But I have a beautiful array of colors here that I can pick from, so I'm wondering if I even have black sequins that decidedly flew everywhere. Oh, come on. What else? There's some like gray silver ones. These are so staticky. Come on. I think you should remember. Away, goalies. The stupid black fucking sequin. Damn it, stay! Ah, busted. I'm gonna use the silver ones for. Yeah, I'm alright. I was just fighting and losing against the sequin. Which is not very dignified, you know. Oh, I didn't pick enough sequin. I'm stupid. I kind of get nervous every time I open the big box of sequins because I'm like, if I have a clumsy moment and I flip this, like sequins are just like really big glitter. Hey, welcome back. A mudang shaped cake, that would be so funny. What kind of cake would mudang be? I feel like she'd be a something with gelatin in it, you know, something with a bit of a wobble. Mudang cupcake. What flavor do you think it would have to be? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh! Distracted, I guess. Forgot to put the bead in the thing for the thing. I would not be able to cut it. No. Pandan. Ooh. You make like basic shortcake cookies, but you cut them and you decorate them to be like mudang's his expressions. I'm just suggesting pandan because I got a pandan plant. Ooh! How's your yuzu plant going? Ow! Oh! That was a good stab. Ow. Dang, those needles are pointy. Like they don't often break the skin, but you can tell they're really sharp. Also, is from Southeast Asia, so I think it makes sense. Yeah, it does. I have like 6 yuzus on the tree. Oh! There's a jungle of passion fruit leaves. Oh, do you have a passion fruit tree? Is it a tree? Yes, it is a tree, right? It's not a bush or... Dude, the taste of passion fruit, it's so delicious. It's a vine. Oh, interesting. I see. Passion fruit is one of my favorite things. I love it in dessert. Do you eat it on its own, or do you always use it to add flavor to other things? Yes. I eat the fruit pulp with the crunchy seed. It's so good. It's gotta be really amazing because you get it like super ripe and super fresh since you grow it yourself, so... How do you know when it's ripe? Are you guys doing any of the prompts from Inktober this year? I am not. Are you? I really loved Box of Paint's approach to do the prompts, to put as many as possible onto the same drawing. I thought that was pretty clever. Alright, this guy is all sequined up. Sparkly. And now I have this one to do. The fruits turn purple and rather bumpy. So, are they supposed to be like... I don't know how to say it. I was looking at them at the grocery store the other day, and some were still like firm, and some you could like press on the skin as if it had like air in it. Does that make sense? Hard to describe. Good Lord, how is it October already? A very valid question. I think everyone is bored with the official prompts. Yeah, they were not that inspiring. Kind of a bit repetitive. To be honest, I haven't seen any YouTube Inktober videos this year. No, me either. Terrible at following pros. Yeah. Bugs That Paint did an amazing job. I thought the drawing was really fun. And it's such a good idea. Like, I've known it's October, but it just hit me when you said Inktober. They just don't appear on my YouTube. I think, like, no one is making them. If the skin is not smooth, they are a bit. I'm sorry. Oh no. Why am I sneezing so much? I adore the penguin's eyes so much. It's so very derpy. It has rhinoceros, but not hippo. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they came up with the list long before Mudang became a thing. Thank you, guys. Otto, you're the one who sent me the Instagram post with the embroidery of King Pesto and his parent, right? Is the Inktober guy out of the fire now? I don't know. I think he is, but at the same time, I think the fire had the consequence of dousing everyone's hype about the event. I know a lot of people do Peachtober, which is basically the same thing, but it's a list of prompts from Furry Little Peach. I find the concept interesting of Inktober, but I'll never do it. For me, it would be a chore. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I know Mr. E does it every year for... It's been a while now, but it's not... He's never following the prompts. He has his own projects that he plans in a similar way to Inktober, but that are not, you know, like officially related, if I can say that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then I blinked, and then we were October 1st, and I was like, what's happening? You know? So yeah, that's what happened. Do I have enough thread to do the other foot? I think I do. Let's play thread chicken. I know people play bobbin chicken, but thread chicken is also a thing. I don't know where the last 2 weeks... I don't know where all of September has gone, to be honest. I really feel like I blinked and then it was October and I was like, wait, hold on. How does the game of thread chicken works? It's basically when you are unsure if you have enough thread for something, but you decide to risk it anyway, rather than discarding the bit of thread and starting with fresh thread. Yeah, I think I will win. I think this is a decently long piece of thread to attach 3 sequins and 3 beads. She's an expert at thread chicken. Am I? I learned the thread chicken game from Alex. Oh really? I've always played thread chicken, even before knowing it was called that. And then I saw that it's also a thing with sewing machine. And it just cracks me up. With sewing machine, I feel like it's more annoying to lose to bobbin chicken because a bobbin is a lot more work to set up than putting a fresh thread on a needle, you know, for hand sewing. I'm definitely gonna win. Oh, I might extend thread chicken and see if I have enough to do the buttons. Ooh, that would be more of a... Oh, that's not a lot of thread. But I only have 2 sequins. I might be able to do it. Oh well, I do the opposite. The moment I cannot properly finish a seam anymore, the thread... I think bobbin chicken has the biggest risk because all the other you know when they run out. Oh, I figured out why I couldn't see some of the comments. Oh, what was it? This is very thread chicken, but let's go. I feel like with the, I don't know, perhaps it depends on the machine, but with the bobbin, you can kind of tell when you run out because it sounds different and the upper thread gets all loose. But yeah, it's also really easy to miss at the same time. Though to be fair, the noise I hate the most to hear from the sewing machine is when you can tell that it's gonna make thread vomit. Oh, that like you no, and then you have to lift it and check it, and it's all on the underside. Ugh. It's a setting in live chat, the one with the switches icon. It makes you defaulted to see top comments rather than all comments, and it will reset to top. Ugh. So I am not going to tell you that I managed to sew a whole length and a half of my last quilt before. Oh no, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh no. Like, it has happened to me, but I think the most I've sewn without bobbin thread was like a feet. Because I'm so focused on what I'm sewing that I see the needle thread, you know, not catch in anything, basically. Oh, I can't imagine. So pain, so pain. Yep, yep. Absolutely pain. This is a good thread chicken. Haha. I think I'm gonna be okay, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Haha! I won. This is a black sequin, but it's all, this one is kind of cut and nasty, so I'm gonna bin it. Go away. Stop sticking to me. Go. Shoot. It's just, hey, threw it in the garbage. Has anyone done gold work embroidery? I'm thinking, what is it? Sounds pretty. Thank you. I won my thread chicken game. Alright, now I have more sequins too. Let's start with the red again. Dude, there's barely enough sequins to do 2 of the penguins, and there's 6 of them. I really don't know what they were thinking with this distribution of supplies. I'm switching to the super pretty thread that Otto sent me. Where you embroider with gold thread? Yes, where you embroider with gold thread and beads and gold pearls. Ooh. I have worked with glittery gold thread on a project. It was not the specialized work you see though. I never did it, but I've seen it and it's super impressive. And gasps sometimes sequins. I mean, it sounds beautiful. Ow. Oh, really. Are they like specialized sequins that are like brass or gold plated or something? I really enjoyed sewing all the beads by hand on the baubles, so I am wondering if embroidering with beads might be a fun thing to do. It's worth looking into it. Why not? You probably have most of the supplies you need for that kind of stuff already. Every time sequins get mentioned, I can't stop thinking about the RuPaul Drag Race moment of Roxy Andrews and her sequins dress. What happened? It's either going to be really good or an incredible mess. No in between. Where they were recording a song for a dress, but she kept pronouncing sequins wrong for some reason. Oh, I think I remember that. There was a really good one. I think it's the queen that won too. When they they had to sell a perfume. And what was it? I think, was it like Jinx Monsoon who had one and she made like Oblivion or something? It was so funny. Oh, it was Delusion. I think that was it. I don't remember which queen it was though. I think it was Jinx. Delusion. I love Jinx. Same, and good for her for making it to Broadway. Yeah, definitely. The talent was there, like the skills and the potential and all of that. I haven't watched Drag Race in such a long time though. Man, I'm still in disbelief that this is a craft kit for kids, in a way. Because it is a time-consuming one. Or perhaps they count on the fact that the kids will cut the corner round a bit. What autumn food are we all looking forward to eating? For me, it's pizza. Not really an autumn food, but it gets so hot in the summer that we don't use the oven. And when it finally gets a bit cooler, we start using the oven again. And the thing we use the oven for the most is homemade pizza. What about you, Eto? The moment of the show live in my head rent-free, but I don't watch it anymore. The drama. Yeah. They could also have made the felt sticky back so you could. Yeah. Chai lattes and cinnamon rolls. Where do you get good cinnamon rolls? Or do you bake them yourself? Ow. It's gotta be a cinnamon roll without raisins, though. Like, it's fine. We're no longer in 1930. We can stop putting raisins in everything. We have much better options now. Ginger! Alex! How have you been? Just in time to tell us what's your favorite fall food. Apples, that's a very good answer. Oh my gosh. Brett is doing this amazing cinnamon buns at the moment. They take a croissant pastry, squishes it into a muffin shape, so it's croissant shape, but it's muffin shape but croissant-y. And then put cinnamon. They make something similar at the grocery store. They call them croissant, croissant muffin, croissant. And the ones we see, they don't make any with the cinnamon icing, sadly, but I've seen them made with some sort of apple stuffing, cinnamon, custard, raspberry something, and Nutella. Raisin are so the Great Depression. We're hip and funky nowadays to try to raise. Exactly! Exactly! That's my mood. It's like Great Depression cooking when you're trying to put something a bit sugary in a cake, you know, and there's nothing. So we're like, well, we have raisins. They keep forever. No one likes them. Big fat juicy honey crisp. Oh. I have the worst luck picking good apples, but whenever I can get a good apple, it's such a treat. Yeah, a croffin. They spell it Croiffin, like croix from croissant, and fin from muffin. So a coffin, not a coffin, not quite. We had something earlier this year. We had the croissant combined with millefeuille. Oh, that sounds lovely. Millefeuille are full of dairy, creamy stuff that would hurt me, but... Speaking of millefeuille, here comes a Shiro. Shiro, banano. Hi, baby. Ouais? Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? T'es allé manger des croquettes, hein? Elle a tellement allé manger des croquettes. Plop. New York roll croissant. Crumboloni. Well, croissant bomboloni, the supreme croissant. It really looks like a muffin, though. The ones I've seen, like it's really as if you had a muffin made of flaky dough with a kind of a hole in the middle filled with something. Chiro. Trop de soleil pour Chiro. Où c'est qu'elle s'en va? Dans sa haie. If you eat too many coffins, you will end up in your coffin. Yeah. I have no idea how you manage it. I'm telling you, I have cats. If I didn't have any cats inside, we would litter in all the time. But we have cats inside that are not like vaccinated for the latest thingies. They don't have any treatment for like worms and fleas, and that they don't go outside, so they're not treated for that. But yeah, if we didn't have cats, she would absolutely be let in all the time. I will happily die for cinnamon croffins. I love hearing you talk French to kitties. The closest I get is yelling at Dexter, omelette de fromage. Well, I mean, that's spot on. Oh. I don't know if I've mentioned it during a stream, but I've started keeping a tracker of the cats I see every day. A very basic tracker, like it's just a spreadsheet, and if I see a cat on a specific day, I put an X in the corresponding, square. And it's been really funny to kind of see who's the regular and who's not. And also, we get a lot of cat visitors. Dexter is very patient. I mean, he's not in any place to argue, really. I think he has to let you yell omelette du fromage at him all the time at this point. Can't complain. How about I make you probably pretty mediocre cinnamon cruffins, and that's for free. I'll practice to get better. We will resurrect you with cinnamon cruffins. That's a good cycle, really. Like, I'm dying from the cruffins. So you prepare a fresh batch, and the delightful scent of fresh cruffins will raise you from the grave, and you'll be back and be like, fresh cruffins. I do yell it at him all the time, and sometimes I'll strum on his tummy like a guitar and sing the cat song by Anthony Green that he has notably less patience for. That's maybe because it comes with strumming on the belly. Cats are particular about their bellies, which, I mean, I can't blame them for that. If I want to keep my hands, I cannot really touch any cat bellies, whether it's from my cats or all of my visiting cats. None of them really like belly scritches. My cat's in a band with me. What does your cat do? I know. No one's understanding me when I sing the blues. I have no idea how he puts up with me. Get a horse, you can give them all the belly scratches you want. They enjoy it. I think my favorite cat-related song is the one from Aesop Rock. I think. Is that it? Guillaume. C'est quoi la toune de... que le clip c'est une mopette puis le chat c'est une tortille?
Kirby. Hey Kirby.
Kirby. C'est ça son nom? Puis c'est-tu Aesop Rock le...
Oui.
Ok, c'est ça. It's the song Kirby from Aesop Rock, and it's... I lost the beat. And it's really cute because it's a Muppet, and the kitten is a young tortie, a young tricolor cat. And I think that's my favorite cat song. Slightly distracted. Generally, yeah, it's not a spot that's easy to reach for them unless they get sick. They like it. Aww. I was told that cows are as lovable as dogs, but you can basically squish their cheeks as much as you want and it won't hurt them. They adore owners belly flopping on them. That's so funny. Cows are super lovely and curious. They'll watch you if you perform for them. I wonder what they're thinking. At a farm, I had my first horse stalled. There was a cow that would come running when she saw me because she wanted pets. Aww. Cows also like music. They'll make more milk when you put the radio on. That's so funny. Aww. Does it matter which radio station? They're probably thinking, what a weirdo. Cows are pretty lovable and not squishable. It's a great combo. Like, are they heavy metal chicks or classical? Maybe it depends on the kind of cows. It matters. Oh, that's so funny. Mainly Beethoven, very dramatic cows. Oh, I would love heavy metal cows. That's so funny. Grunge cows, they can contribute when you play Come As You Are. Or, dang, I'm really blanking out on Nirvana songs, which is a bit shameful. It Smells Like Teen Spirit, that's the one I was trying to find. Listen to slow tunes like REM's Everybody Hurts. They like slow jams, emo cows. Dude, Everybody Hurts, that's really emo. Not the style, but that's a really sad, depressing song. It's a beautiful song, but it bums me out. I love the video though. What video? Oh, Everybody Hurts. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful song, but it's... oof. It's not particularly cheerful. I haven't watched this video in so long. You mean they don't listen to My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to... That would be so funny. Can you imagine? Like, just all the songs you can find that are like close or far related to cows and or milk, like the Doja Cat song too. It's just terrible. I think Garbage has a song that's titled Milk. Beck has one that's titled Milk and Honey. We're gonna end up making a cow playlist on Spotify. Yeah, Milk by Garbage. That's a good one. Milky Milky Milk by Miley. Milk and Toast and Honey by Roxette. You're on fire. Looking up Spotify. Black Milk by Massive Attack. Ooh, Massive Attack. I think that's gonna be my last sequence for now, because I kind of don't want to take out more beads and more sequins this close to the end of the stream. But yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to finish all the penguins and streams before Christmas. Ice cream baby. You get faster as you go. Six penguins. Hold on. Let me grab the... It's from this... Hold on. Stop making... It's from this old craft kit that I got like 30 years ago, and there's everything to make 6 penguins, and I had started it back then but never finished, and I kept, you know, hauling it around with me when I moved and whatnot, and I was like, you know what, I should really finish it, and that's what I'm trying to do. By the way, I much prefer my derpy eyes to the the eyes they made in the craft kit. This is so much better. So yeah, 6. Even if I pick up some speed, these are really time-consuming. I don't know, if it looks like I'm not gonna be able to finish it in time, either I'm gonna do more streams, do longer streams, or work on them a bit outside of the streams, depending. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna leave the needle with this one. That's a recipe for disaster, really. Oops. Oh my god. Hold on. Alright, got it. You still have like 3 months. Yeah, but I mean, this is the 5th session, and I haven't even finished like the first pair, and I'm like 10 hours in. Anyway, we'll see. It might be fine, but if as we get closer to Christmas, if it looks like it's not going to be doable, I'll think of something. Because what's the point of finishing these after Christmas? Oh, I found more beads from earlier when I sent beads flying everywhere. I sent one flying, I think. Oh, there it is. More beads. I hope, like, I feel like that's enough beads for the whole kit, but yeah, I hope there's enough. I still have to do the tassels on the scarves, but once that's all done, the front pieces will be done. I'll have to do the backs and the flippers and the accessories, which are a shovel and a candy cane. You could fabric glue. I could, but it. I kind of like the look of the seams, but yeah, I'll keep it in mind. It's a good idea. No, there's a back, and then when the back and the fronts are done, and you attach them together, you're supposed to put a bit of stuffing in between so they're like fluffy. I found another bead. Oh, I found another bead. Oh my god, who is playing their music so loud? I wonder how many kids actually made all 6 penguins without crying. I think none. No one. I don't think any kid managed. I certainly didn't. Though, to be fair to the kid, there is no age on the kit, so perhaps it's not even intended for kids. Like, I got it as a kid because my aunt was kind of cool, and she had faith in me. But yeah, maybe it's like it's a sewing kit for adults. I can't say really. It doesn't say. Easy to follow instructions. That. There you go. Everything in a giant zip bag. I'm not the kind of person you'll catch with a fancy project bag for every single project. A big fat Ziploc bag. It's perfect. Also, it's see-through, so you can see right away what's in it. That seems like a lot of work. Oh dear. Back in the day, kids were more patient. I remember cross-stitching whole pieces. Nice, me neither. Ziplocs are so handy. They really are. Like, you're missing out if you don't have any kind of package of, like, what size are these? These are 12 by 18 inches, and they're really handy for everything. Sorry, Lies was for the easy to follow instructions. Oh, yeah, and like there's instructions missing too, so. Also, they were not like translated to French, which is not an issue for me right now, but was possibly more difficult when I was 8. Because 8, hold on, what grade is that? I don't think at 8 I had started having English classes. Or if I had, I was just beginning. So following these instructions would possibly require going to the parents too often than they would like. The chat looks like I was calling Lana a liar. I was not. Noted. Otto was not calling anyone a liar except the stupid instructions from the penguin set. Also, I found, like, ever since I started working on the penguins, I started taking notice of every craft set I have. I don't have a lot, but I have enough that, yeah, like I have started on these two. Like, this is a Sashiko coasters set that I'm trying to do. And then I have one that is a crochet kitty set. And I have a few that are needle felting kitty sets. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Also, hold on. Before I finish the stream, I think I can show you guys one of the crafts. Hold on. I can show you one of the craft set that I managed to finish. One of those I got as a kid that I've carried along and that I've finished. It was this kit of you know, those plastic grids, and it came with the yarn and the patterns, and you would basically do a door hanger, a little container, and this is for a light switch. And I did it. It's not exactly useful. This is a bit more useful than the other things possibly, but I mean, if it's just there unfinished, that's not going to be useful anyway. So I took the time to finish it, and you know, it's cute. It's cats. So yeah, so that's one of the kits I finished. But yeah, I have a few. So I don't know, perhaps when I'll be done with the penguins, I might try another one. Or I might paint if people would rather see painting rather than just crafting with kits. So yeah, I think that's it for today's stream. Also, I finished a Bobbin of thread, 1,000 meters. Okay, most of this went through the sewing machine, so yeah, but there was just a bit left on it and I finished it. I don't often see empty things. Wow. All right. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. I hope you will have a great weekend, and hopefully everything will line up so I can stream next weekend. And yeah, enjoy the weather if possible, enjoy the fall foods if possible, and in the meantime, have a great week. Bye bye. See you on the Discord.